hippos and mammoths. The hero was coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game into stuff now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies and the top pick, got a big fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
I give it all that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never stop. I give it all that I have, I let it be, cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all. Yeah, all that I got, I give it everything. They lost the plot, they think I'm menacing. They wanna talk, but I ain't settling. Circle is tight, feeling like better rings. Whole lot of globetrotter, man, they don't know nada. Bro, gotta show something to me and go harder. So proper, nah, not that, we sure gotta. Me, 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Nah, the mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
That chill in the air can only mean playoff football has returned, and we've got a dandy of a first-round matchup tonight between the number 9 seeded Cuyahoga Heights Red Wolves and the number 8 seeded Norwalk St. Paul Flyers. Buckle up, folks. This should be fun, and it's live and free on the OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing.
Welcome into our NOMS Access Orthopaedics pregame show, coming to you from Contractor Stadium here in Norwalk, Ohio. Andy Jardy joined alongside Joshua Banks. Division 7 Region 25 playoff action upon us. It's Week 11. Happy Week 11 to all of you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in here on what should be a very entertaining game. It's kind of like when you got the 9 seed playing the 8 seed here tonight, and it's very similar to kind of those March Madness matchups where you get the really good games in those 9-8s, 7-10s, and we've got two really evenly matched teams here tonight.
Well, and I'll tell you what, this is our third time being here this year, Andy, and I think after week 1 of us being here, I don't think we thought we would have been back in this stadium for week 11.
I don't think anyone here with the program thought they were going to be back here for week 11. The amount of things that had to go right for St. Paul down the stretch here, starting the year off 0-3, having to go into undefeated Monroeville last week and pull off an improbable win in dramatic fashion that you were able to be at, Joshua, was just something really, really special for this St. Paul team as Cuyahoga Heights, the Red Wolves, come into this one at 5-4 on the season. Had a open date in week 2 as their opponent backed out on them, and then Norwalk St. Paul coming into this one 6-4, starting the season off 0-3, and then really finding it. They got healthy down the stretch, started to put their season back on track, and they finished tied for the Firelands Conference this year.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I'm excited for it. How about we start off the night? Let's talk about Cuyahoga Heights,
Let's
Andy.
do it. We'll take a look at the Red Wolves of Cuyahoga Heights under head coach Al Martin, who is in his 28th season and an impressive record of 259 and 71. Those Red Wolves, they are a triple option team out of the Chagrin Valley Conference, and they are looking for their 36th playoff win under Coach Martin. He is 35-26 in the playoffs. That includes 4 regional titles, 2 state championship appearances, as this is now the 27th playoff appearance for the Red Wolves. And if they're going to get it done tonight, Joshua, one guy that they're going to rely on is that sophomore quarterback, Mr. Zach Schaefer.
And you said it, Andy, sophomore quarterback, and his numbers speak for themselves. He's a sophomore, and he's got 1,252 total yards of offense with 11 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, he has got the size of it, too. Looking at him during warm-ups, everyone here up in the press box is like, that's a big kid, and he is only a sophomore. So
yeah,
Zach
and he's
Schaefer,
only going to continue to grow.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. He's 6'2" already, so definitely going to continue to grow here over these next couple of years. Let's take a look now at the host Norwalk St. Paul Flyers. As we mentioned, coming in to this one, didn't think they'd be hosting here in Week 11, but they are more than happy to do so. Under first-year head coach Chris Doughty, they started the year out at 0-3, got back to 6-4 throughout this season, as they are 47-24 all-time in the playoffs, 8 regional titles, 5 state title appearances, and 1 state title.
And they average 22 points a game. They only give up 18 points a game, as you see them getting in their little pregame huddle. The environment here in Norwalk is so much fun to be at. The box, it's all old school. And I tell you what, Andy, we've seen, again, this is our 3rd time seeing the Flyers as they're going to get ready to take the field. We're going to bring up their player spotlight after we see them take the field.
And here come the Flyers. They were not expecting this game. They kind of treated senior night a couple weeks ago as, hey, this is our last home game for everybody, so this is it. But they are more than happy to get another opportunity to play at home here.
And their go-to guy this year, we've seen him multiple times this year. Junior running back. I think he plays linebacker, plays some corner.
He's
Landon
all over.
Freeze had a huge touchdown catch against Crestview to win here, and then had the game-winning 2-point conversion catch last week to give them this home game. He eclipsed 1,000 yards all-purpose last week.
Yeah, he is a treat to watch, and he is something else. That 2-point conversion that you were at last week was unreal. Just found a way to go up and get it.
Well, and you know, it's something that we're going to talk about throughout the broadcast, and I truly feel with this St. Paul team, 4th quarter last week, you're down 7. You go 92 yards in 2.5 minutes on the arm of your also Grant Coonley, the quarterback for St. Paul, is a sophomore as well.
Yeah.
The young man goes 4 for 4 on the drive, leads him on a 92-yard drive with no timeouts, mind you, and then throws a Patty Mahomes-like 2-point conversion, fade away off the back foot, and completes it.
Yeah, he had himself a heck of a game last week, Coonley did, going 10 of 12, 174 yards passing.
So, quickly, before we kick off, how about we take a look at Cuyahoga Heights' keys to victory?
Yeah, let's break it down here for you and see if the Red Wolves are going to come out of here with a win tonight. Got to control that clock and win on first down. High percentage plays on first down to get yourself in manageable 2nd and 3rd down. So big, and trying to control the clock here with that triple option offense.
And for St. Paul, I think you need to air it out and contain the edges. Cuyahoga Heights wants to run the triple option, and they do it well when they do it, as we are ready for kickoff. So, Andy, if it's cool with you, I'm going to pull us out of the NOMS pregame show, and we're going to get into action here in quarter number 1.
So here we go, week 11, and a trouble on the kickoff here. Picked up, and No return there. It is chilly out there. So the Red Wolves will start here on offense.
And we get to see the sophomore quarterback early, Mr. Jardy.
Yes, we do. Zach Schaefer. Schaefer at 6'2", 209. Plays outside linebacker as well.
A lot of Schaefer tonight and a lot of Chamberlain, their go-to back in the backfield.
And handoff up the middle for a couple. That's Gavin Chamberlain. Chamberlain coming into this one tonight. 155 carries on the season, just under 800 yards rushing at 782. You'll see him on the defensive line as well. Gain of 3.
Schaefer going to come out under center again. Chamberlain behind him. Wing back on the left.
And they hand it off straight ahead, nowhere to go. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long, the Flyer defense.
Chamberlain gets stuffed again. A great job by the Flyer defense.
That's Tristan Nikolai on the tackle. And they are going to give him a gain of 2 on the play.
Looked like he got stuffed
I
at the line of scrimmage.
I thought he got it best back to the line of scrimmage, but it is a gain of 2, so it'll be 3rd down and 5. 3rd and medium here on this opening drive for Cuyahoga Heights. This is actually their 2nd trip here this year. They had a scrimmage back in August against Norwalk on this very field. Schaefer drops back, throws, and it's a nice, no, it's not, incomplete. Thought he pulled that in one-handed. That's Devin Disick. Let's take a look at our Civista Wealth Management replay.
He almost got it with the left hand, Andy. Now we're going to have a 4th and 5. I expect to see Cuyahoga punt here. Too early to go for it. And you're going to see the punter freeze back to return.
We saw Freeze with a big special teams touchdown return earlier this year. And this punt takes a bounce inside the 30. Gonna keep on rolling. And it'll be down right about at the 27-yard line is where these Flyers will take over on offense.
Really curious to see how they come out offensively. Last week against Monroeville, they did a great job of mixing it up. When they had to throw the ball, they threw the ball, and they threw it very successfully. But when you've got a dual monster in the backfield of Nick Pocus and Landon Freeze, you can kind of do what you please.
Absolutely. They've got all sorts of options back there, fully healthy now. Something that they did not have early on to start this season, as this run here goes for a little gain.
Yeah, Free's going to get the carry there. He's going to try to get off the left edge, and there's nowhere for him to go. They're going to give him a yard.
Winning 1st down, one of the keys we talked about for the Red Wolves. That's a good start right there, forcing this into a 2nd and long.
Yeah, you didn't win 1st down really on your possession, win it on the defensive side, and force Norwalk into 3rd and longs.
Another handoff here. Let's see who comes out of that. I believe it was Pocus.
It is Pocus. Pocus takes the carry up the middle. It's going to make it a 3rd and about 5. Same situation that 3rd and 4. Same situation that we seen Cuyahoga Heights in on their possession.
Pocus had the big game last week, too, at Monroeville. 21 carries, 114 rushing yards, and a touchdown.
The game essentially winning touchdown with 7 seconds left in quarter number 4.
See if the Flyers can convert this 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up through the air. They're going to take a shot downfield.
He's got
his man
Lindenberger.
open.
He's going to come
got
up
the
with
catch. Huge connection there to Lindenberger. And it's 1st down, Flyers.
And the key for me, what I felt was going to be crucial for them, is to be able to do that right there, Mr. Jardy. Air it out, 3rd and 4, and you get 30 on the pass.
It's a gain of about 42 on the play. They're going to try and pick it up through the air again, taking another shot. He's got his man open over the middle, and he brings it in for the touchdown. Landon Freeze gets the Flyers on the board. 25-yard touchdown, 2 passes, 2 receptions, 6 points.
And how about throw the football, Grant Coonley? 2 for 2 for almost 70 yards. And how about a touchdown on your second pass of the game, young man?
So the Flyers go right down the field, and the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Flyers strike first, 7-0.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Welcome back into Contractor Stadium here as the Flyers with the early 7-0 lead. Thanks so much for spending your Friday night with us here live and free on the OH Report. Andy Jardy alongside Joshua Banks. Merrick on camera, Josh on stats.
And I tell you what, how about the St. Paul Flyers? 4 plays, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And you talked about it, air it out. And that's exactly what they did. They tried to run it the first 2 plays, got themselves 3rd and 4, and said, you know what, enough of this. Let's take a shot downfield. Mission accomplished. And another muffed return here, but finding room and then fumbling it. Ball still out, and it looks like the Flyers have recovered. Boy, just unable to hold on to these kickoffs. Initially bobbled it, then picked it up. Then he looked like he had room here to have a big return. Couldn't keep a handle on it, coughs it up, and the Flyers, great field position after the touchdown now.
It looked like that was Rocco Rizzo that forced the fumble and recovered the fumble. And now you're St. Paul, you're getting ready to go up 2 scores. There's still 9.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Andy.
Yeah, this game could not have started off any better for the Flyers as they look to make us a 2-possession game. They'll take over on the 40. And they're going to try it through the air again. Coonley under pressure, throws across his body, and he's got his man open, complete for a first down.
How about this young man throwing the ball here in the first quarter? Can you ask for anything else? Under pressure, cross body, back foot. What else do you say?
I mean, that was, he felt the pressure too, didn't hold on to it any longer than he needed to. Picks up 17 through the air. 3 of 3 to start. And here's a handoff and almost breaking through. Landon Freeze.
Slipped a couple tackles. That's a great job up front by this Flyer offensive line. I feel like as we've gotten later into the season, you're finally starting to see a healthy Norwalk St. Paul team that was banged up at the beginning of the year. And this is what they're capable of when healthy.
Yeah, they just continued to get better. It is just amazing the day and night difference that we have seen with this team this year. We were here those first couple weeks, and it was ugly. They could not find the end zone in any way, shape, or form, but they're going to find it here. 6 more on the board for the Flyers.
Nick Pocus takes it in.
Pocus just gets to the outside, goes in basically untouched, and Flyers rolling to start. Extra point attempt is up and good. And this one getting out of hand early. Flyers up big, 14-0.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Well, if you blinked, you missed it, but the Flyers are up 14-0 as they have had no trouble moving the ball downfield quickly and efficiently. And right now, Cuyahoga Heights just looking to hold on to the football. Fumbled the last kickoff. They muffed the first one, but were able to recover it, and then went 3 and out. They need to get this thing back on the tracks here. And it's an onside kick. Oh, my goodness, and it's going to be taken to the 20, 15, 10. And wow, what a swing of momentum that was. They needed a big play, and they got it.
It's a beautiful onside kick.
Wow. Well, that will get them the perfect position to get this thing back on the rails here. It'll be spotted at the 10. Now, I don't know if this is a first and goal. I believe it is a first and goal.
I don't see the down markers
first
going
and goal
down
from
there.
The 10.
Yeah, it'll be a first and goal.
Can the Red Wolves get back into this early? Schaefer tried to keep it. But once again, Tristan Nikolai there for him. Gain of 1, second and goal now from the 9.
This is a crucial situation right here if you're the Red Wolves.
Yeah, you have got to find a way to put points on the board here. Schaefer gets the play call from the sidelines. Play clock down to 10. He's got trips to his right, and they're going to have to take a timeout. I think that it just took too long for them to get that play in motion. So that will be the first timeout by Cuyahoga Heights.
While we had a timeout here, Andy, I'm going to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors tonight. Contractors Design Engineering, your one-stop shop from project conception and design to final construction. NOMS Access Orthopaedics. Orthopedic services in Norwalk and Sandusky, accepting new patients now. Miller Excavating, using the latest technology to provide a full range of earth-moving services for local builders, businesses, and municipalities in Lorain and Erie County. Civista Wealth Management, proudly celebrating 140 years of community banking. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchens and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation, so life hasn't been all sandalwood and sunshine lately. Visit mantherapy.org today and get your head inspection to see if it's time for a checkup from the neck up. Men are better when they're happy. So if you're Cuyahoga here, Andy, this is your third possession. You have yet to achieve a first down. And now the only way you get a first down, per se, is by punching it into the end zone.
They will try and pick this up through the air. Schaefer throws, back corner, and it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Disick with the touchdown catch.
Too easy. It was too easy of a pitch and catch right there.
A great little rub route. Just gets off the man, outruns Pocus to the corner. And it's a great throw by Schaefer.
Yeah, the timing on that was perfect. And that was desperately needed. And now you have to start to ask the question, are you okay with the onside kick up 14-0 there? Maybe trying to.
Early.
What's that?
I said maybe it was too early.
Could be. I mean, it couldn't have gone any worse. I suppose they could have returned it for a touchdown, but they find a way to get in the end zone, cut this lead in half.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Well, hopefully you use that commercial break to catch your breath, everyone. This has been a heck of a start here. 21 points scored in the first 5 minutes. And we'll see now how the Flyers respond. They've had no trouble on their 2 offensive drives.
One from about 30 yards, one from 70. So they've done both sides. And again, it's the difference, I think, that we've seen since we've been here out of the offense. The defense is as advertised. The growth on the offensive side is what's been impressive.
Pocus is going to get this one. He's going to make a man move. Penalty flag does come in. Probably in the area of what you would think would be a holding. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, it looked like it was out on the edge.
This will be our first penalty of the night. Yeah, it's going to be a hold against St. Paul. So not the start you would want to this drive if you're a Flyer fan.
No, not the start you want at all, but trust your offense. Trust what's worked here in the first 7 or 5 minutes of the game.
It feels like it should be further along, right, with how much action we've had and the amount of points we've seen scored. Here's a handoff. Pocus to the outside. Picks up the penalty yardage and then some, making this a second down and short. Pocus really feeling it now. He's already got the 19-yard touchdown run.
Big run there as well. 15 yards on that rush by Pocus.
Boy, that's tough, too. If you're the Red Wolves, you get the penalty there to make it a first and long situation and then a run like that. And
second and manageable. Now third and short is what comes next unless they convert right here.
A little bunch up. This one goes to Freeze. Freeze knifes his way through, and he's got enough for a first down.
Home and Kitchen Supply, first down, and it's interesting to watch because this is the offense you expect to see from St. Paul, but they've already shown you in this game that this doesn't have to be their offense. Like, you've got 20 yards on 2 carries. Now is where you might see that play action wrinkle. And their go-to here is a play action to one of the inside guys, and then Lindenberger over the top.
Another handoff here. And this one, nowhere for Pocus to go. Great defense there by Kyle Porter, getting in involved. We also had Disick in on that.
And that's just a great job of contained by those outside guys to make sure that you didn't make anybody miss and you did your job. But again, we have to see how does Cuyahoga Heights defend the pass.
So far, they haven't been able to. Coonley is 3 of 3. He's right about at 100 yards with the touchdown. Freeze gets the carry here, and he is tripped up before he can make that play go for anything big. And I think we've got an injured Red Wolf down. It was actually the kid that made the tackle who is still down.
Looks like he's going to give himself up.
I think that's
Disick.
Disick, yep. Good to see him get up on his own. Seems to be kind of favoring that left arm a little bit there. It's a gain of 2.
It's going to make it 3rd and 7. But again, you've put them in a passing situation, right? 3rd and 7, but you haven't stopped the pass yet. But now how does it go when you expect it? I think the other times they've thrown the ball, it hasn't been expected. Now you're 3rd and 7, you expect the pass. Let's see how they defend it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Coach Martin's going to want a timeout. The defense looked very, very confused there. Weren't quite sure what they wanted, but that is already now their 2nd timeout here. And we still have 4:56 to go in the opening quarter.
One timeout for the remainder of the half while St. Paul still has all 3. The first timeout had to be used when they were inside the 10 because they didn't get the play in time. Yeah. So I'm really curious to see how they defend this here, because here's the big thing with St. Paul. Lindenberger's a big receiver, and Freeze has the speed to outrun you. So they've got the best of both worlds.
This is the 4th meeting between these two schools. St. Paul leads it 2-1. They first met in 1999. St. Paul won its first ever home playoff game against Cuyahoga Heights, 35-28. Cuyahoga Heights returned the favor next year, winning in 2000, 36-12. And then they met again in 2004, where St. Paul won big, 48-7.
We were on pace for another big one here.
Could be with the way that these offenses have come out here. Through the air, pass is caught, complete, and it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Levi Rospert on the catch. Going up to get it and extending for the first down as Coonley now 4 for 4 through the air.
Coonley has looked very, very good through the air so far tonight. Something he's been improving on all season. And Rospert really doesn't have the stats to show it, but really been one of Coonley's favorite targets here late in the season. Rospert has 10 catches for 168 yards.
Coonley going to try it through the air again. Steps up under pressure, throws, and tried to find Pocus, but just a little bit behind him. I tell you what, though, great awareness by Coonley just to even find the open man here. This is a chaotic play that he's able to stay concentrated and focused just a little bit behind him.
Almost that little sidearm flip that we see so many people use nowadays. And if that's in front of Pocus, that might be 6 more for St. Paul.
First incomplete throw by Coonley. See if they go back to the ground here. And it's going to be a toss. Pocus to the outside and brought down. Nice tackle there. That's Zach Unger getting in there, causing all sorts of problems.
And that could have been a big play for Pocus if Unger does not make that tackle.
It's a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Again, 3rd and long. Passing situation. You haven't stopped them on 3rd down yet.
Yeah, this has been a better drive defensively so far for the Red Wolves. They've gotten into the situations they want to be in. They just can't find a way to get off the field right now. And Coonley throws, and he's got his man. It's caught, and he spins, and it looks to be enough for another flyer first down. Freeze with the catch. He has enough for the first down.
And the throw from one hash to the other hash is just so impressive by Coonley, as he's now 5 of 6 for well over 100 yards here, and it's still the first quarter.
I mean, the confidence is what impresses me because it wasn't there to start the year. He's going to take another shot, and over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you what, though, you're going to see it on our Civista Wealth Management replay. That's a phenomenal throw by Grant Coonley. A little bit out in front of Freeze, but that's an incompletion you take because that ball could not be picked. It was either Freeze was going to catch it or if it was going to fall to the ground like it did.
3:08 to go here in this opening quarter. St. Paul jumped out to a 14-0 lead and then opted for an onside kick that could not have gone any worse. Returned all the way to the 10. Red Wolves punched it in a couple plays later. And the decent gain here from Pocus is going to make this a 3rd and medium.
Yeah, great job by Pocus just to find a small little crevice in the defense, get the yards that he could. And now you're 3rd and 6. 3rd manageable the way your offense has really been moving the ball so far tonight.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable, probably in 4-down territory too, depending on how this play shakes out.
Absolutely.
And they're going to hand it off again, cutting back over the middle and getting enough for another 1st down. And this is looking eerily similar to that Monroeville drive late. They are just moving the ball down the field.
And they're making it look so easy. That's their 9th 1st down here in quarter number 1. I mean, where in the world? This offense is just rolling.
Yeah, it sure is. 1st and 10 from the 22. Handoff goes to Freeze to the outside. And penalty flag comes in. So this will be the 2nd penalty now here.
You'll see it out here on the edge.
Against
32.
the Flyers.
I want to say that's Stieber, Jack Stieber. He's going to get called for the hold there. Tried to kind of double the guy on the edge with Pocus, didn't, reached out, grabbed a jersey. That's going to get called 10 times out of 10 when you're on the edge. In the trenches, that doesn't get called. When you're on the edge like that and it's obvious, it's going to get called 10 times out of 10.
So back them up to the 32 where it'll be 1st and 20. 2nd 1st and 20 they've faced on this drive. Pocus picked up 15 after the last holding call. Coonley, though, going to look to pick this up through the air, and he looks for Rosbert, and Rosbert incomplete. Not sure if he just didn't come down with it or if he was out of bounds where he caught it, but
it looked like the official kind of patted the ground. He might have lost it as he was trying to complete the catch.
Might have trapped it too. Hard to see with all those Flyers there on the sidelines.
But again, the confidence we're seeing from the St. Paul coaching staff to trust the young quarterback, to finally allow him the opportunity to show what he's capable of.
It's Cuyahoga Heights defense looking to get a stop. Been in a couple scenarios on this drive where it's looked like they might have been able to do that, but Flyers have been able to answer. Here we are on 2nd and 20. Coonley tried to get the screen going, and it was well defended. He just takes a shot downfield, throws it out of bounds. Wanted to go with the screen there, but the Red Wolves were having none of it. Saw Gavin Chamberlain drop back in the coverage there. He was thinking, oh, if you could just float that pass right to me, I'll take this for you. But a wise decision there by Coonley to just throw it away. 3rd and 20 now. And we got a penalty flag.
Yeah, I think one of the linemen, ineligible man downfield, up here in the box with us. And when you run a screenplay like that and your quarterback holds onto the ball for that long, a lineman normally is going to end up leaking downfield.
Coach Martin will decline this to keep it at 3rd and 20. Coonley's got Pocus next to him in the backfield. And he's under pressure and unable to get away. Brought down for a huge loss in the backfield. Curtis Van Divner coming up with the sack. Ball actually came out. Coonley lucky to get it back.
That's just a bull rush by Van Divner off the edge. They had no shot of stopping him. He was getting to the quarterback there. But here's the thing. We haven't seen the Red Wolves move the ball very well offensively. This is a chance to pin him deep for punter Landon Freeze as the return man's standing at the 15-yard line.
Disick back to return it, and good pressure there, almost blocked, and Disick's going to let this bounce, and it will go down at about the 10, maybe the 11-yard line is where Cuyahoga Heights will take over. And I tell you what, they've sort of handled the initial blow from the Flyers. It was a 14-0 game quick, and you started thinking, oh man, are we in for just a blowout tonight? And what looked to be like a really competitive, close game on paper. Give a lot of credit to the Red Wolves. Found a way to get that onside kick, take it all the way to the 10, and scored. And now here they are, chance on this drive to go down and tie or take the lead if they go for 2. And they still don't have a first down.
No, still no first down for the Red Wolves. Schaefer's going to come out in the gun.
33 seconds to go here. Disick gets it on the end around, and he's got enough for a first down. It'll be their first one.
Kind of the first time we've seen that little jet motion handoff there by the Red Wolves. Very successful there.
Gain us to the 23-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Cuyahoga Heights.
So that'll be their first one, and could very well be the last play of the first quarter. Doesn't look like they're going to get to the line and take a snap here, as that will do it for quarter number 1. Flyers jumped out to the early 14-0 lead, but the Red Wolves threatening here, down 7 with the ball. We'll have it for you here on the other side of the break, live and free on the OH Report.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play.
Second quarter action underway here for you. 14-7, St. Paul leads Cuyahoga Heights. Andy Jardy alongside Joshua Banks. And this pass, a little too high and off the hands.
Schaefer's pass intended for number 9. Curtis Van Dyfner is
Van Dyfner unable to come down with it.
10.
Bring up second down and 10.
Schaefer now 1 of 3 on the night. But he made the one completion count. It was an 8-yard touchdown to cut this lead in half at 14-7. The Flyers got on the board first with 9:41 to go in the first quarter. 25-yard touchdown reception by Landon Freeze made it 7-0. And then about a minute later, Pocus took it in from 19 yards out to make it 14-0. And then about a minute later, it was an 8-yard touchdown pass to Disick.
Flyers doing a really good job in the middle of stopping this running attack
Boy, it feels like every single play defensively for St. Paul, Nikolai is in on the tackle.
It really does.
Coming into tonight, 61 tackles, 6 sacks, 10 for loss.
Leading tackler for the team, I do believe.
And this handoff, a little bit of a rugby scrum here. I think they're going to have enough for it, and they will.
Yep.
Chamberlain on the carry, picks up the 5 needed, keeps the drive alive for Cuyahoga Heights. Yeah, Rafael Gross, the leading tackler for the Flyers, 107.
Oh, wow, he's in triple digits.
Yeah. 16 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, excuse me.
Couple score up
Van
here.
Dyvner here picks up about 3 or 4. Go ahead.
Ottawa Glandorf leads Galleon 7-0 just before half. Hillsdale up 14-0. Big Walnut, team we're covering down the Columbus area, up 21-0.
Oof.
Danville 22-0.
They are going to make a run. That team, they've got a freshman running back, too, that I had the privilege of watching a couple weeks ago. Week 9? 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
My goodness. He is quick. You blink and he's in the end zone. And this is going to be, depending on where they spot this, he might have enough. He does.
They are going to move him. Home and Kitchen Supply first downs as they're starting to get Chamberlain going on the ground here.
Well, they've settled in. I think that's been the biggest difference here, and we'll see how the rest of this game shakes out, but that onside kick might be a point we go back to and circle that as where this game turned.
Northmore just went up 27-0 in the first quarter.
Jeez. They will also make a deep run. 1st and 10 from the 44. And they're going to try and go through the air. Schaefer now going to keep it. He's past midfield and past the first down yardage.
Awareness there by Schaefer to, hey, my first read's not there. Everybody ran with my receivers to the right side of the field. I'm going to take off to the left and get as much as I can. That's a 3rd first down on this drive.
Yeah, they've put together a nice drive here. This started at the 11-yard line. And you can just see it, though. They're playing a little more relaxed. It took them a minute to kind of get their feet under them here. St. Paul made them pay 14 quick points, but they've gotten back up off the mat here, and now they're knocking on the door in Flyer territory. 1st and 10 from the 44. Van Dyvner in motion, but it's going to go up the middle. Chamberlain picks up maybe 2 or 3.
Ontario 7-2.
Top of the 5th.
That's a baseball score if I've ever heard one.
I have, right?
3:30 left to go before the half in that game.
So it'll be a gain of 2. Just under 9 minutes to go here, second quarter. We'll see if it comes back to bite them too, but the Red Wolves only have 1 timeout remaining. They had to burn 2 of them in that first quarter.
Yes, they did.
And the toss now to Dyvner to the 40, 35, and he's pushed out right around.
Sorry, they're going to mark him about a yard short.
I think he's just a little bit. Nope, they are going to give it to him. Gain of 8.
Great job there by. They're opening up their offense, Andy. We know they want to run this Ashland Crestview-esque offense, and they're getting those tosses in play now. The jet sweep got them going on this drive before we flip sides. They're opening up the playbook, and that's when their offense will really start to click.
Yeah, they've done this all on the ground here. Schaefer 1 of 3, and his completion was on that 8-yard touchdown pass after the onside kick returned to the 10. Dizik's second carry of the night. Gets them into a 2nd down and short. Picks up 8. Boy, if the Red Wolves can find a way to get in the end zone here on this drive, this would be a heck of a response and a demoralizing blow for the Flyers.
Absolutely.
Schaefer through the air, quick to his receiver. What an adjustment made to bring in that catch. Nick Armbrust turned around, able to come down with it.
Houck comes over and makes the tackle. That is a phenomenal catch by the receiver. And that's all timing. We talk about timing routes. That is a timing route if I've ever seen one. You have to time that just right. He throws it as he makes his break, a little bit behind him, but you give your receiver enough of a chance to be able to come back to the ball.
Armbrust has 25 catches on the season, just over 300 yards. And a run up the middle.
Chamberlain got 8. Roth just swallowed him on the interior.
Schaefer actually kept this one. They get tricky when they're all bunched up like that. Schaefer picks up 3. He's got 3 carries on the night, 16 yards. And just a slow, methodical drive right now.
What you'd expect out of this offense.
6:40 and counting here. Schaefer through the air is going to throw it. He's got his man in the corner, turns around, comes down with it, and touchdown. The Red Wolves an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And how about this throw by the sophomore Schaefer? Back corner, trust your receiver. He throws it up to him, and he goes up and makes the catch. Zach Unger, high-pointed it and came down with it.
And what a turn of events we've had here after this looked to be potentially a runaway by the Flyers.
The onside kick.
Yep. Might have gotten a little too cute, a little too greedy there.
A little too early.
And the extra point attempt is good, and we are all tied up at 14. How will the Flyers respond? We'll find out on the other side of the break.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Time to wake 'em up. They've been sleeping on me, think it's time
Well, here we go, 14 all. Flyers jumped out to a 14-0 lead. The Red Wolves have responded. 17-yard touchdown pass from Schaefer to Unger has knotted this thing up at 14. And after not getting a first down in the first quarter, the Red Wolves have now matched the Flyers' first downs, each team with 6.
And that's just their game of football.
It's this return from Pocus at the 10. And ball out. The ball is out. And it is recovered by the Red Wolves. The momentum swing continues for Cuyahoga Heights.
He just took it from him.
Yeah.
He just took it out of his hands.
So now the Red Wolves. Great
that
field
was
position.
Chamberlain that took it away from him. The fullback, Gavin Chamberlain, just ripped it out of his arms.
1st and 10 from the 23.
And now a shot to go in, score, go up 7, and get the ball after the break.
Yeah, still a decent amount of time left here, depending on how quickly they score, though. Do they quick pass here and close to the first down. That's Armbrust again on the catch.
Schaefer's timing with his receivers is impeccable.
Yeah.
He throws the ball before they're even out of their break. He knows where they're going, and they know when to expect it, and that's what's the most impressive about it.
It's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. Can this Flyer defense get a big stop? They're going to take a timeout. 6:23 to go here, second quarter. That'll be St. Paul's first timeout, and maybe a good timeout to just sort of, let's all take a deep breath. Let's relax here, guys. Like, let's get back to doing what we were doing.
Well, and here's the big thing too, Andy. We've seen St. Paul's offense settle in on 2 consecutive drives. Now we're seeing Cuyahoga Heights offense do the exact same thing. They're settling in. They're allowing themselves the opportunity to run their offense, and it's been successful these last 2 drives for them.
Both teams have turned the ball over. Both costly turnovers too, and they're deep in their own territories.
Both on kickoff returns.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, both have come on special teams.
At almost the exact same spot on the field as well.
It is very odd now that I think about that a little bit more. They were both almost at the exact same spot. You're right.
Right around the 25, 27-yard line.
Yeah,
both.
stop. If you're
that one's ripped out of Pocus's hand. The other one, Disick just can't control. He bobbles it all the way through. It's not Halloween anymore, man.
I don't know. Spooky season seems to continue on. 2nd and 1. Handoff here. Didn't go for much, but it's probably good enough for a first down.
Yep, they're going to move the sticks. Another Home and Kitchen Supply first down, and I think the big bonus part of that is the clock's still moving. They're not in a hurry to score right here.
No, and they've been at this pace all night. I mean, they actually had to burn one of their timeouts because their pace was a little too slow getting the play in from the sidelines. But this is the signs of a team that knows who they are. They've been here before. Coach Martin in his 28th season. Like, there's no need to panic down 14-0 here. Just take it one play at a time, and they're going to try and take the lead on this play here. And he dropped it. Incomplete. Boy, Disick has had a rough night.
But again, how about the throw by Schaefer?
Yeah, I mean, he's putting these right where only his receiver can get to him, and the timing when these receivers are breaking routes, they're turning around, and that ball is right where it needs to be.
You can't ask for a better first half out of either one of these sophomore quarterbacks.
Yeah. Disick's got the 8-yard touchdown catch, but he had the fumble on the kickoff return. He's dropped a couple passes now. That one, a big one, would have been for 6, but 2nd down and 10 now. And a handoff here. No, Schaefer keeps it. I thought that was a handoff up the middle, but Schaefer kept it.
It's a great read by Schaefer. That read's 100% on him. He sees that D-end attack Chamberlain. He keeps it. Gets 8, gets 7.
3rd and 3 at the 6. They can still get a first down. As the Flyer faithful here, trying to cheer on their defense here to get a big stop.
They can eat, if they get another first down, they can eat almost a full 2 minutes off of this clock before punching it into the end zone.
Play clock at 7. Down to 3, Schaefer in the shotgun. 1, they just get it off. He's looking to throw. He throws. He's got his receiver caught, and he's going to be a little bit short, but it's enough for a first down. Unger on the catch.
And again, it's a timing route. It's a quick slant. Schaefer gets the snap. He gets rid of the ball. For a young sophomore, both of these young men have all the tools to continue to succeed for the next 2 years of high school. And I'm just excited to think of these 2 young men are going to continue through Ohio high school football for 2 more years. What a pleasure it's going to be to potentially watch them grow.
Chamberlain in the backfield. Van Dyvner as well. Chamberlain gets it. He's trying to keep his feet moving, but he's going to come up a little bit short. should get them down to the 1. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Tackle made by number 57, Rafael Gross. And number 54.
Rafael Gross on the tackle.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down goal.
Under 4 minutes to go now. The second quarter has been dominated by Cuyahoga Heights after the Flyers dominated the first few minutes of this game. Then they attempted an onside kick up 14-0. And
Chamberlain's going to get in this time.
he's in. Chamberlain. And Cuyahoga Heights, 20 unanswered, has the lead here. 3:39 to go, second quarter.
And this is just power football. This is Cuyahoga Heights playing Cuyahoga Heights football. Turn around, hand it off to Chamberlain. He's going to fall forward for 6 inches, and that's about all they needed to punch that one in.
What a absolute 180 this game has done on everybody.
Yes.
People here are stunned, as are we.
Both offenses came out. Well, not both. Cuyahoga Heights came out offensively their first 2 drives. They struggled, but they've turned it around.
Well, we'll see what the Flyers can do. They've got 2 timeouts, 3:39 to work with when they get the ball back.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Quite the turn of events here at Contractor Stadium in Norwalk. Flyers jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and it's been 21 unanswered by the Red Wolves of Cuyahoga Heights.
The onside kick.
Yep. And can the Flyers get a big return here from their special teams? Still going. They will get a nice return all the way out to the 40. Nice return by Mr. Pocus.
Pocus makes up for fumbling the last one with a very nice return. Give your offense a chance to tie it up before half. It's exactly what he just did right there.
They've got 3:31 to work with and 2 timeouts.
So now with a chance to go down tied up, and St. Paul will have the ball to start the second half. So this is a huge drive right here, and 3:31 to go in the quarter.
And it's a little pitch underneath, and Red Wolves all over it. Brock Hauk.
You're going to see it right here. They read that from the start. Number 20, Unger just ran with him from the start.
Yeah. So that is going to back them up. We talked about winning on first down if you're the Red Wolves, and they have started to do that these last couple of series.
Yes, they have. Offensively and defensively, they have won first down over the last couple series.
It's going to be a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 from the 36. Just under 3 to go. And Pocus, boy, all of a sudden, it looks like a different team has come out now.
Well, and here's the thing. It was my key to the game for St. Paul was air it out. If you look at their successful drives that they've had, it's been through the air, not on the ground. Yes, Pocus had the big run on the short field, but the big, long 70-yard drive they had was done behind the arm of Coonley.
Yeah, Coonley started out hot. He's missed on his last couple of throws, but he is 5 of 9 on the night, just over 100 yards passing. He had the 25-yard touchdown pass to Freeze. 3rd and 14. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Coonley shot downfield for Rossbird and knocked away at the last second by Disick. He's had a rough night, but a big deflection there is going to force the Flyers to punt this one away.
And that's a great job by Disick because Rosbert came back for that ball. He just reached in front of him, knocked it away. And here's the thing. I know that the Red Wolves don't score fast, but you still got 2 minutes left to go down and potentially go up 2 scores at the half.
Disick will be back to return. We've seen him have some trouble with the kickoffs tonight. Lost one fumble, fumbled the other one, but was able to get it back. And Van Dyvner, I don't know if he got a hand on that or if it just took a bad spot off of the foot there. But this is actually going to roll inside the 40. So the Red Wolves will take over. 1:49 to go.
We got a running clock getting ready to happen in Golden Knight country. Northmore up 42-0 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
I mean, that's not all that surprising, right, with the way that they've played. And I mean, some of these top seeds with the expanded playoffs, I mean, you're going to run into a couple opponents that are just overmatched, and that is definitely the case.
In that situation, absolutely.
Yeah. Empty backfield, Schaefer throws, and incomplete off the hands of Armbrust.
But again, it's a timing route, and it's a great throw by Schaefer. He throws it at the right time. Armbrust just unable to bring it in. Danville also up big, 32-0.
Oof. Well, this game, a little bit more like what we were expecting when you get these close-seeded matchups, 8 and 9, and
absolutely,
their seasons sort of mirrored one another. They've met each other before in the past. And Schaefer's throw into heavy traffic is going to be incomplete.
No flag. That's a good defense.
Dangerous throw.
I don't know. I mean, rewatching that, did Rosbert get a hand in there a little bit too early and kind of tug him down?
He might have.
What do you think?
Let's see it again here.
I think he's got a hand on the jersey.
It's close.
But is it a catchable ball if he doesn't? Like, that's what these officials have to figure out. And, again, I'm glad they're down there and I'm up here.
Right. So 3rd and 10. Flyers have a chance to get off the field, get the ball back here, and still have a good chunk of time left. This drive has not taken any time. 2 incomplete passes. Schaefer's throw over the middle. This one is complete, and it's into St. Paul territory. First down.
And how about the throw from Schaefer, and he trusts that receiver every day of the week.
And we got a penalty flag here. Got some movement up front. First penalty of the night by the Red Wolves.
Armbrust is his favorite target here tonight. As he was going to him right there on that play as well.
Yeah, Armbrust leads the team in receptions coming into tonight with 25. He's got 3 tonight to lead all receivers.
And bring some
First and
pressure
15
off the edge.
from the 49. Schaefer's got his man open, and it's complete inside the 20, down to the 15.
It's number 9.
Van Dyvner.
And that's, again, just a great throw by Schaefer. And they're going to potentially punch another one in before half here, Andy.
They're going to try through the air again, looking into the corner of the end zone, and it's
there's the flag.
Complete, but a penalty flag does come in.
Yeah, we'll see it right here on the replay. He didn't try to turn to get his head around to see the ball. He just went up into the receiver. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Half the distance. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I actually don't think it's 1st and goal.
1st and 2, okay.
Yeah, 1st and 2 from the 8.
Wasn't sure if they'd go automatic because the play happened in the end zone or not. Quick slant again.
Schaefer. He's got his receiver trying to get through the defenders, and he does, and he's in for another touchdown from the Red Wolves. Van Dyvner.
And it's a timing route, as you're going to see here. It's Schaefer again. He's running a little zig route. He puts it on his receiver. His receiver does the rest of the work. And it's a 27 unanswered for the Red Wolves.
Yeah, this has been unbelievable. To go down 14-0 on the road against the St. Paul team that has looked as impressive as anyone in the area the last couple weeks. Now the Flyers will get the ball to start the second half. They got to get back to the drawing board at halftime and regroup, but Cuyahoga Heights, 28 unanswered, has doubled up the Flyers.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Back here for the final minute 3 of the first half, 28 unanswered by the Red Wolves. They now lead this by 2 possessions. We'll see if they can get a big return out of Pocus here. He got him to the 40 on the last one and gets through and still fighting his way forward down around the 35, 37 yard line area with just under a minute to go.
That's a great job by Pocus getting them in, again, good field position. The offense has got to try to get something going again. And again, they showed the last drive. They moved the ball a little bit, but again, it was through the air, not on the ground.
Well, we saw them confidently be able to move the ball through the air. They're going to try and do it again here. Coonley got his man, and it's enough for a first down and into enemy territory. Freeze on the catch.
And that's a great throw by Coonley, a great catch by Freeze. They're going to come up. They're going to clock it. 44 seconds left.
2 timeouts remaining for the Flyers. Previous pass went for 19 yards to Freeze. He's got the most receptions on the night for St. Paul. He's got 3 catches.
3 catches, some rushes. He's really done everything for him, but what we've kind of accustomed to out of Landon Freeze.
I'm pretty sure that was the first down of this second quarter by the Flyers. And Coonley slinging it to the outside once again to Freeze, and that's another first down.
That's that throw. That's that throw him and Schaefer both make, and they make it look really easy. From one side of the field to the other, as young as these gentlemen are, that is a very impressive throw, and he gets out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. The clock stops as he does get out of bounds. 2 timeouts to go, 38 seconds. Flyers will get the ball to start the second half. A chance to regain some of that momentum that they just had for the first couple minutes of this game, going up 14-0. Coonley steps up now and throws it. He's got Rosbert. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop. He's inside the 15. Another first down.
Most quarterbacks are going to take off with that. Coonley did not. He looked. He found his guy. He got rid of it before he crossed the line of scrimmage. And they're going to get out of balance again. And this is what I watched them do last week against Monroeville in that last drive.
Ball spotted at the 14. It's a gain of 20. Boy, the momentum swing that this could be and what we've seen, it doesn't take much tonight to get the momentum on your side and run with it. Handoff. It's to Pocus, spinning his way in.
Jack Stieber.
14 yards. Gets the Flyers a much-needed touchdown.
And how about the vision by Stiebler and the play call? You've thrown the ball all the way down the field. That catches them completely off guard. And now you've got a chance to go down 7. And the big plus about this is you get the ball back after the break. So you're right back in this game.
That will make everyone here wearing the Flyer colors feel just a little bit better, but that'll leave a sour taste in the mouth. The extra point attempt blocked. 28-20, 25 seconds to go here until halftime.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Time to wake 'em up.
Kicking off for St. Paul will be number 12, Nate Griffin. Back deep. And the Red Wolves, number 8, Devin Disick. Number 9, Curtis Van.
Well, here we go for the final 25 seconds. I am running out of room on my paper in terms of keeping track of scoring plays. This has been just an absolute video game with the type of numbers that we're seeing go up here, 28-20.
I don't think what either one of us expected coming in.
I thought this could potentially be the final score, and I suppose it still could be if these defenses clamp down here in the second half, but my goodness. And it's a short kick, fair caught at the 30. I'm pretty sure that could be a delay of game penalty. He started to run with it after signaling the fair catch. They will not call it. And I expect we will see
I expect to see
a kneel.
I mean, I would expect that as well, but they did just sling it pretty quickly that last drive. So do you let him throw a couple, or do you just take it into halftime? I don't want to throw a pick.
No, I'm taking a knee here and getting this thing to the half, up 8.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come out and take a knee and let this clock run out.
What a first half this has been. St. Paul jump out to a 14-0 lead. Cuyahoga Heights 28 unanswered to go up 28-14, and then the Flyers got a much-needed touchdown just before the half here, under 30 seconds to go to make this a one-possession game. Stick around for our NOMS halftime show. We'll have a marching band performance for you. I believe both marching bands are here tonight, so we'll see both the Red Wolves and Flyers marching bands, and we'll have stats and analysis for you coming up here at halftime.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Cuyahoga. First downs. Rush yards. Pass. Total.
Norwalk trailing 14-7.
Penalties.
Norwalk trailing 14-7. They're up 7-0. Madison
One
35-0.
turnover.
They're up.
Next. Passing one. Does he have 170 in the first half through the air?
Who?
Coonley.
I'm going to add him up right now.
28-0. Found somebody to play. I heard it was at New Bremen or somebody in the Calgary.
I have him at 170.
Yeah, because that 21 is only an 11. So you get these dots. Alright. So 222 total. Penalties. 4.
For who?
His iPad just died.
Because one got declined.
3 for 28.
28 is right though.
One turnover. No, the one got declined, so it doesn't count. One turnover, right, for both?
Yep.
I'm glad you're doing that because his iPad just died. Yeah, but you only did half, so you
Keep that mic on, and these are off.
These are all on.
They couldn't find anybody to play him. 2 or 3. They could finally found somebody in Indiana to play him, and they went there and beat him. Well, we shouldn't have a 2-8
And ladies and gentlemen, the pride of 871st Street, the Mighty Red Wolves.
She's really hoping
She doesn't like this full time. I guess that's why she's going to school at campus.
I'm sorry, bring up what?
We'll have to bring the MP up.
Thank you guys.
Because my battery just died in my wireless.
Oh, because I went down there.
Yeah, we
That's
went down there.
That's right. Okay.
I mean, double A's is all I need, but I don't have any. Actually, you know what? Like, nice catch. Watch this. It's awesome. Hey, how far out is it? How long? Can you find a gas station?
And introducing the St. Paul Marching Brass. Under the direction of Mr. Jacob Conley and Mr. Robert Cottrell, the band is led on the field tonight by President Derek Cook, Vice President Meadowberger, and Secretary Kaylee Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Marching Flyers. Tonight we present to you for the final time our senior farewell show. Each of these songs was chosen by current band senior and relate to saying goodbye to a memorable band career. We begin with a drill written and designed by senior band vice president Meadowberger. Please enjoy our band kicking things off and recognizing our awesome seniors up front with the greatest show.
Any particular stats you want to hit on? Passing stats for those teams?
To do what?
So any particular stats you want to hit on at the half, like maybe like the passing for those teams or whatever?
Yeah, I think my numbers are a little bit different than what your son had, but we're close.
So he's got 86. He's got, hold on. He's got 10 first downs and 9 first downs. He's got 56 rushing. He's got 76.
is their lead single. The song peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. With the marching drill written and designed by Senior Band Secretary Kaylee Clark, Senior Bell Maggie Martinez, and Senior Trumpet Grace Cluding, here is How Far We've Come.
Oh, and then click on his scoreboard.
We finish our show with a very special song. It isn't often in high school that a band plays a student-composed piece, but that's exactly what we have for you to end our show this evening. Senior triplets, brothers Bryce, Isaac, and Garrett Cook have arranged a full marching band piece based on the song titled Goodbye, which comes from the 2011 Broadway musical Catch Me If You Can. The song discusses the ending of the greatest show on earth. Please enjoy our band saying farewell with a student-written arrangement of Goodbye by Bryce, Isaac, and Garrett Cook.
18 teams in D1 Region 1. They beat a 2-8 Dublin Kaufman team.
The St. Paul Marching Arts would like to thank the Cuyahoga Heights Band for playing alongside us tonight, as well as our player friends and family for the love and support this season. God bless and go Flyers!
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to.
Time now for our NOMS halftime show from Contractor Stadium. What a first half it has been, 28-20. Cuyahoga Heights has the lead over Norwalk St. Paul. Andy Jardy joined alongside Joshua Banks. Our cameraman Merrick is now doing much better. He's got his gloves. He's ready to go for the second half. He's feeling a little bit better about life and all of his decisions.
A little bit warmed up now. Those hands were getting kind of chilly there in those first two quarters.
Yeah.
I seen him down there blowing into him, trying to warm him up.
I mean, it's cold tonight. It's crazy to think. Last night I was out in shorts trick-or-treating with my nephew and niece, and boy, are we bundled up tonight. What a difference 24 hours makes in Ohio. I don't know why it surprises me at this point, but it always does. Let's take a look at some of those halftime numbers for you here.
And before I pull those up, we talk about weather difference. What a difference an onside kick choice makes in the outcome of a first half. 14-0 St. Paul. You kick a beautiful onside kick, and then from there, Cuyahoga Heights scores 28 unanswered after that onside kick. It was a complete 180.
It sure was. As I'll run through the scoring plays here for you. First quarter, 9:41 to go. A 25-yard touchdown reception from Landon Freeze made it 7-0 St. Paul. And then 8:23 to go first quarter. Pocus took it in from 19 yards out, make it 14-0 Flyers. And then within about another minute, Disick, an 8-yard touchdown reception, made it 14-7. Cuyahoga Heights got on the board. Second quarter, 6:37 to go. Schaefer, a 17-yard touchdown pass to Unger for 17 yards, as I said, to tie that thing up. 3:39 to go second quarter. 1-yard touchdown run from I'm blanking on Cuyahoga Heights. Yes, Cuyahoga Heights, a 1-yard touchdown run, made it 21-14. And then 1:03 to go second quarter. 8-yard touchdown pass to Van Dyvner, made it 28-14. And then just before the half, 25 seconds to go, Stieber, 14 yards, 28-20, the extra point attempt. No
and
good.
You see the stats.
And you take a look at those halftime numbers. Pretty evenly matched as we expected. Both teams committing big turnovers, roughly at the same spot, roughly on the same exact kind of play, kickoff return. And that is where we are, 28-20.
Getting ready for third quarter action. As it's gonna be interesting to see what St. Paul comes out here and does to start the second half. We've been talking about it all night long. Their success tonight has been through the air.
Yeah. Yeah, they came out and threw the ball very successfully early on.
151 yards through the air in the first half for Grant Coonley.
But a game of momentum runs. This has been similar to a basketball game with the way that these two teams have been able to just go on these incredible runs. 14-0 by St. Paul, then a 28-0 run by the Red Wolves. And then a touchdown right before the half. Get this thing down to one possession, and they will get the ball to start the second half. And here we go, second half underway. And Pocus on the return is out across the 40, brought down around the 45-yard line. He's had a couple big returns tonight to give them good starting field position.
He came up, caught it. He ran a defender over to get that field position.
Yeah, seeing Pocus come at you on almost like a running start because he came up to catch that. Would not want to be on the other side of that one.
Absolutely not.
So they will start at the 45-yard line. An impressive opening couple of minutes here in the first half for the Flyers, and then went pretty south on them. They'll try to get things back on track here.
Pocus bouncing off the defenders there.
Pocus picks up 5. He had 46 yards and a touchdown in that first half, a 19-yard scamper to make it 14-0, 7 carries. Picks up 5 on his first carry here of the second half.
Under center again.
And ball's out. And it looks like the Red Wolves think they got it, but
I mean, 55 does have the football in his arms. They're going to have to discuss if Coonley had it and landed on it.
Yeah, no signal made yet. The officials getting together. Officials timeout here as they discuss whose ball it is. Yeah, do we have a replay of it, or replay being funky for us tonight?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get it going. I think they're trying to decide if he was down. This is a huge call here, though.
See if this is the play here.
It is going to be St. Paul ball. They will retain possession here. And
it's going to be the next play after this run. This was the run by Pocus. I don't know that we're going to have the play of the recovery and the snap.
I don't think we're going to be able to get that in. So it'll be 3rd and 9. Looks like they lost 4 on that play. Trying to keep this drive going. Coonley steps up under pressure, to hit from behind and brought down. And this time the ball is out. It's still out.
Are they going to call him down?
They are going to call him down, but it's going to be Cuyahoga Heights ball. They force the turnover here. That's Chamberlain that got in there. I tell you what, if you're St. Paul, you're lucky they said he was down, because that was a scoop and score going the other way.
Yes, absolutely. That's a scoop and score going the other way, and now you're down 35-20 in the third quarter. But again, you're giving the ball back to this Cuyahoga offense that really found their rhythm there in the first half. Let's see if they can keep it going. Schaefer showed a lot of shining moments.
Well, so far, every turnover has led to points in this game tonight. Each team capitalizing when the other one makes a mistake, and see if Cuyahoga Heights can do that here and push this back out to a 2-possession lead. Handoff here. No, Schaefer keeps it. That's the second time tonight he's completely fooled me.
Yeah, second time he fooled me too, because I thought for sure Chamberlain had it. Again, that's just the read by Schaefer, though. It's a great job by Freeze to contain that edge, but it's the correct read by Schaefer as he's going to get 4 over Chamberlain would have got 1.
Schaefer kept it 4 times for 23 yards in the first half. He gets 4 on this. You got to think with where they're at on the field, too. Every chance down here, probably going for it on 4th down if it gets to that. 2nd and 6 here.
Bring the man in motion. Schaefer's
going to throw, and some miscommunication there. That pass incomplete.
Miscommunication on the route, but I tell you what, if he throws the route that Unger ran, it might be a touchdown.
Yeah, that play just looked off. Brock Hauk had a chance there for the interception. That ball had a little bit more on it.
But now 9:47, clock is stopped, 3rd and 6.
Empty backfield for Schaefer. 2 receivers out to each side. And we got movement here.
We do.
This is going to go against the Red Wolves. This will back them up another 5 yards. Big penalty.
Because now you're out of 4-down territory. Now if they stop you here on 3rd and long, it's punt.
Yeah, probably.
But what do we know? They could come out and go for it and score a touchdown on the next play with the way this game's been going tonight.
It's true. It's true. That could be the case, but we'll see what happens here. First on 3rd and 11.
Again, empty for Schaefer.
Yep, 2 receivers out to each side. And Schaefer looks to his right, and the pass is completed. I think he's going to be a little bit short, though, of the 1st down.
But how about the throw and catch? Van Dyvner reaches out, uses the hands to make the catch. And it's going to be 4th and 1, and now you go for it.
It'll be a gain of 10. 4th down and a long yard here. Flyer fans coming to their feet, chanting for their defense to get a big stop here. Van Dyvner in motion on the toss. He's got enough for the 1st down across the 30. A penalty flag is going to come in, though, and this is going to go against the Red Wolves, and this is going to be a big penalty. So wipe out the 1st down.
And now 4th and 1 comes 4th and 11.
Yeah, it's all going to depend where he called it at. It might be a 4th and
6
or 7 maybe. It's a little bit 4th and 5. It's going to be a legal block in the back. So it's actually still 4th and pretty manageable. 4th and 4.
You just got that on that last play, so do you go back to the same play or do you give it to Chamberlain? Has not successfully gotten 4 yards when he touched the ball tonight. They're going to go empty. I'm shocked by this play call.
They might get him to try and jump. We'll see. And it looked like there was some early movement by the Red Wolves, but it is not called, and it's enough for a 1st down completed to Unger.
Absolutely is right here on the edge. Number 9 definitely went before the ball was snapped. No harm, no foul. It was not called, and it'll be a 1st down, Cuyahoga.
That is a big-time 1st down there after they initially picked it up on 4th and 1, backed up to 4th and 4. Keeps the drive alive. And handoff to Disick. His 3rd carry of the night. All sorts of movement in the backfield there. A lot of confusion for the defense.
Fake the pitch, fake the inside, handoff to Chamberlain. Give it on the opposite inside to Disick. It looked like a Lucas Cup play right there.
It did. Disick had 2 touches for 21 yards in the 1st half on the ground. Also came down with that 8-yard touchdown reception. 2nd and 3. Schaefer keeps it. And and nowhere to go. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short. Looked like they were going to try and run this play to the outside, but just didn't have it there.
It's almost one of those where give it to Chamberlain. He was through the hole. But now you're 3rd and 2. This is 4-down territory.
Yeah. Clock moving right now. It's 7:40 to go and counting.
Granted, their kicker was kicking it from about this far at halftime.
Any points would make it a 2-possession lead. 3rd down and 2. Flyers trying to get a stop. Ball is on the ground. Schaefer able to. It's still out. And did the Flyers get it?
Either way it goes, it's going to be 4th down.
It is 4th down. Boy, oh boy. That ball has got to be extra slippery, or it's got to be the cold temperatures tonight or something, but we have seen
numerous fumbles.
A lot of fumbles tonight.
2 on the first 2 kickoffs for Cuyahoga Heights. And now you're 4th and 4. This is a tough spot on the other sidelines for Cuyahoga. What do? You go for it? You attempt the field goal?
I think you roll it out there with your offense that has been clicking so far tonight. Schaefer looks for the quick slant. It's there again. The coverage once again allowing that underneath slant route every single time. It's 4th and 4, and they're giving it to him.
And that's the 2nd time in as many 4th down attempts they've run that quick slant, and there's been no press. 4th and 4, bring the DBs up, press that receiver, make him beat you off the line. When you give him 5 yards of cushion on a 4th and 4, you're allowing him the 1st down.
So they get it to the 13, 1st and 10, just under 6.5 to go here. Trying to capitalize off of the St. Paul turnover and push this back out to a 2-possession lead.
They like to run the little corner route to the end zone.
Schaefer throws to the right. His receiver turns around. Jump ball. Did he come down with it? He did. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
A catch.
Zach Unger going up for his 2nd touchdown catch of the night.
Watch this catch.
The timing again. Unger going up over Pocus, coming down with it.
Hey, I think we got a top play nominee early in the 3rd quarter, folks.
I think so. Turnovers. Each team, when they've turned it over, it's led to points on the other side. That's now 4, well, depending on the extra point here. We'll wait and see.
It's good.
And I don't know if he made that. He did not. So 13 points off turnovers. 34-20. Will the Flyers have an answer in them? Stick around. We'll find out.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's
6:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cuyahoga Heights leading St. Paul 34-20 after the 13-yard touchdown pass to Unger. The senior coming down with it. The extra point attempt was no good, so it's 34-20. And the question now is, what do the Flyers do here on offense? You talked about it before the game. They're going to have to air it out tonight, and you're starting to get into that territory here where you might be running out of time and possessions to run it.
It's where they've been successful so far this evening is throwing the football. Again, we know what your identity is, right? You want to get under center. You want to run the ball. You're now down 2 scores with 18 minutes left in the game. You don't really have time to get under center and get 5-6 yards of play. You just don't.
They are going to stick with it on the ground. Spinning forward.
Pocus, again, he'll get 4, maybe 5 yards. But the big thing is when you run those plays, the clock is still ticking.
It's a gain of 6. I mean, they still have time. It's not like they're in the fourth quarter at the moment, but
you're facing the same offense that you run. They're going to eat clock as well.
Ball's out again. My goodness. Remember that card in like the early Madden games, Fumbleitis? Did someone like play that tonight? Because what is happening?
I'm telling you, there's something going on here. I don't know if, again, like you said, it's the cold temperatures. We know that can cause the ball to get a little bit harder than usual, or what it is, but that's, I want to say, the 6th fumble we've seen tonight at least.
I was going to say, this game tonight is the most fumbles I've seen all season. And what it does is it brings up a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6, under 5 to go, third quarter.
Play action.
Coonley looking
Got
downfield, and he's got his receiver open and
Lindenberger
coming down with a heck of a catch there. Lindenberger had the big 42-yard catch earlier, and now a big catch here to keep this drive going. A much-needed first down.
And again, you trust your offense. Let Grant Coonley throw the football and drive you down the field. Because now you get a big play, first down. The clock stops because he got out of bounds, and you can take your time a little bit. You don't have to be in as much of a hurry.
1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff here.
Stieber.
He had the touchdown run earlier for 14 yards. This time gets maybe a yard on the play.
And I think the big thing right now is they still want to run the football, and I can understand that. You got to throw it more than once or twice to catch them off guard with the run. Earlier when Stieber had that big 17-yard touchdown run, they threw it 5 or 6 times in a row before they handed the ball off to him. That run completely caught him off guard.
2nd and 9 from the 46. Coonley under center, toss to the outside. It's Pocus. Pocus trying to make a man miss, but he is unable to get away from the clutches of Van Dyvner. Or is that Disick? It's hard to tell the 9 and the 8 with the way the jersey's folding. I think it was Disick.
It was Disick, I'm pretty sure, because it came from the linebacker spot, not the DN spot.
It's a loss of 2. So 3rd and long here.
And now you're back. You have to throw the ball now.
Yeah. And these St. Paul drives so far here, they're running into these 3rd and more than 6 yards. It's just not. They're in low percentage plays here. They bring pressure. They get it off, but it is nowhere close to the line to gain. And
there's Disick.
No doubt that was Disick on that one. 2 big plays. And it's going to force the Flyers into a punt.
But again, you're in a situation where you put yourself in a 3rd and 11, right? You have to throw the ball. And then the big thing for me is you're down 2 scores. And you threw a pass on 3rd and 11 that got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying for the screen there against the pressure and just couldn't get it to develop.
Disick struggled on a couple kickoffs.
I would be shocked if he even fields this. I think he's going to just let this thing bounce and roll. And will it stop for the Flyers? It is going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. 2:31 to go. The Red Wolves starting to seize control in this one.
And it's going to be really interesting to see Cuyahoga Heights kind of in the same boat as St. Paul here tonight. Your run game has been effective, but hasn't been what you're used to it being. Your passing attack has been more effective, but you're up 2 scores. You have no need to throw the football.
No, we saw that they had a long, methodical drive in the second quarter where they really started to feel like, okay, they've settled in after the early punch from St. Paul. They started to find their footing, and now they will be in no hurry here, and it is imperative for this St. Paul defense to get plays like that.
Chamberlain on the carry. Roth in there on the stop. He's been huge on the interior tonight for this St. Paul defense.
St. Paul desperately in need of a 3-and-out or a turnover here. And with the way that we've seen both these teams struggle to hold on to the football tonight, nothing out of the realm of possibilities. Just under 2 to go here, third quarter. Disick on the pitch, and Disick's got room in front of him. Out across down to midfield. 30 yards for Disick.
And that's just Disick using his speed. He struggled tonight to catch the ball, and he struggled tonight to hold on to kickoffs. But he caught that pitch and turned the Jets on around the corner.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line, so didn't quite get to the 50.
Danville 54-0 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. And a handoff here.
No, Schaefer
and
still got it.
Schaefer still has it again. Boy, has he been running that read option well tonight. It's enough for another first down, and they are into Flyer territory.
And that's another Home Kitchen Supply first down, and they're eating the clock. They're getting first downs without using a bunch of plays to get the first down. 2 plays, first down, 2 plays, first down. You'll punch it in the end zone again, and you'll eat the rest of this third quarter.
Well, it was one of our keys to the game was winning first down tonight, and they've certainly been doing that here in this third quarter on this drive in particular. And we've seen them do it on the defensive side, too. I mean, St. Paul has found themselves in 3rd and 6, 3rd and 11. They're not even getting to third down right now.
Disick again.
Disick gets a couple on the play, but again, an all right play on first down, especially when you've got the lead, and they do not have to snap the ball again here in the third quarter. I'd be shocked if they do. Disick gets 2 on the play. And what could probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Yeah,
they don't look like they're
going
going
to
get up there and take this snap. 10 seconds to go. That is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Cuyahoga Heights 12 minutes away from advancing. Can the Flyers get a stop and get themselves back into this? We'll have it for you here in the fourth quarter on the other side of the break.
Home and Kitchen Supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain.
"12 minutes away from one team's season continuing and the other one's coming to an end. Right now, it looks like Cuyahoga Heights has things in control. Up 14 here in the fourth and getting through defenders, breaking all sorts of tackles. Chamberlain has got enough for a Red Wolves first down.
First time they've run the actual option tonight. And it's run very well between Schaefer and Chamberlain.
He picks up 11. It's now 5 first downs here in the second half. St. Paul, 0.
It's been the momentum shift. We talked about it at the half. We talked about it when it happened. This game was 14-0. It's been a 34-6 to 3 quarters of football.
Schaefer keeps this one.
Schaefer, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 54, Tristan Nikolai.
And here's the thing. If you're on the other side, if you're Cuyahoga, hey, you ain't got to score right here. You're in 4-down territory. If you turn it over, they're going to get this ball back with, I'd say, under 9 minutes to go. And they got to put up 2 scores that quickly.
Well, the one thing that they can't afford, if you're St. Paul, is to give up any more points here. So this defense has to find a way to get a stop if they want any chance to come back in this thing. Chamberlain with the carry. Gets a few on the play. This will bring up, what, their first 3rd down of this drive?
Yeah. As Nikolai and Stieber are there. But it's 3rd and 5. Their 5 yards has not been, on this drive, 5 yards has not been an issue for them at all.
They can run this thing down to just about 10 minutes. About a 4-second, 3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. And they come out in the shotgun. 2
Quick
receivers
slant
to each side. They've been running those quick slants. This one underneath, and a big-time hit is going to jar that one loose for an incomplete pass. There's a big stop for the Flyer defense, but they're going to need to do it on another down here. What a hit.
Nate Sandor. He just checked into the game for Stieber, and boy, did he come up big right there.
So this is going to be a field goal attempt.
37 yards from the 20.
It's Bryce Rush, the junior kicker. And the kick is up, and I think he got it. It's good. So that will push this out to a 3-possession game now. Big-time kick there.
A huge kick, and he had a couple. That might have been good from 40.
It was
he
close.
had a couple yards left on that.
It was close.
That might, and I never want, there's 9:58 left on the clock, Andy. We never want to say it,
well,
but that could be a difference maker right there.
I mean, St. Paul scored 14 points in about 1:20 in the first quarter, so I wouldn't rule anything out yet, but it does feel like Cuyahoga Heights has sort of exerted their will a bit here, and this St. Paul team is kind of, the body language isn't great at the moment. Reality might be sinking in a little bit, but they do still have some time here. They have all 3 timeouts. You got to start it here on the special teams here with a big return.
Well, and they scored 14 rather quickly in the first quarter. Since then, it's 37-6. As Pocus has had a couple nice returns here this evening, a return to the house would be huge right here.
See if they run some sort of trickeration on this, maybe a reverse handoff here. But if that goes out of bounds, which it doesn't, it's going to stay in and roll into the end zone for a touchback.
And now we'll see. You're in a situation now you're down 17. You don't have a choice but to throw the ball at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough time left on the clock for you to run the ball and allow the clock to keep running.
The winner of this will advance to play the winner of the 1-seed Western Reserve 16-seed Crestline.
It was 52-0 Western Reserve last I looked.
So it'll be Western Reserve awaiting the winner of this one.
And that will be played at Berlin Center.
1st and 10 from the 20. Coonley under pressure. Spins away from one defender. Spins again. Throws it over to Rosbert. And I believe
he drug a foot.
Did he come down with it? He did.
He drug a foot. How
Wow.
about the throw and catch?
I thought with the way that Disick pushed him too, there was no way he got a foot down. But he does.
Levi Rosbert. What a catch, young man.
It's a gain of 9. Is that the play that gets them going, though?
Well, and you got out of bounds.
Yeah. looking for their first down here of the second half, and that'll do it. Doesn't go for a whole lot of yards, but it gets them a first down, fresh set of downs. Coonley to freeze.
That little quick out route gets you a first down, move the chains. But you gotta go quick here if you're St. Paul.
9.5 to go and counting. Yeah, I'm with you right now. The pace is a little too slow.
I feel like in a situation like this, you have to have 2 or 3 plays that you're ready to go with at all times, and they need to be called in succession.
Play clock under 10. Coonley looks, steps up, under pressure. Penalty flag does come in. Pass is complete to Freeze, and he's brought down inbounds too. We'll see what the penalty flag is here. It looks like it's going to be holding, and it is against St. Paul.
Tough penalty there. Granted, that only got about 3 yards on that pass, but you still went positive. Now you're going to 1st and 20.
I think it's going to be more than that because it's going to be wherever the hold. Well, we'll see where they.
Yep, it'll be 1st and 20.
Yep. 4th penalty of the night against the Flyers for 38 yards. Clock running, under 9.
You almost just want to trust your speed and throw one up to Freeze here. No safety help.
Well, he doesn't have any time to get a pass off, and he's brought down in the backfield.
The speed by the defensive line.
Charles Clammer was all over that play defensively, too. He snuck in between 2 defenders.
Well, and here's the thing. When you've got speed on the defensive line and agility, that'll outdo strength every day of the week. If you can be quicker off the ball and quicker to the gap, you're going to beat a stronger offensive lineman.
2nd down and 24. The Flyers just continue to keep going the wrong way on this drive. That'll help. Nice catch over the middle by Freeze, and a late penalty flag comes in. I think this is going to go against Cuyahoga Heights.
We'll see if it's a late hit, maybe?
Might have been something said. Yeah, I think 16 said something based on kind of the way his head moved after the play. So we've got an unsportsmanlike against Cuyahoga Heights.
It's going to help St. Paul.
Big time.
That'll be a 15-yarder, which means it should be, it will be an automatic first down. So you get the penalty yardage back with the pass. You get 15 more, so now you're at the 50.
And there's just no need for it.
No.
If you're Cuyahoga Heights. But the Flyers will take it. 1st and 10 at the 50, under 8 to go. Trying to find a quick score. Coonley is just going to throw this one away wisely. And he's just not having any time to throw right now. The pressure from Cuyahoga Heights, overwhelming.
That pressure coming from Chamberlain, who's been all over the field tonight. And again, it's just quickness. You make that first move, you get inside of that offensive lineman, and now the quarterback's running for his life.
Don't forget, we'll have our post-game show here for you. We'll have our MVP interview from whichever team comes away with the win. Coonley drops back again, is immediately under pressure. Ball is out, and I think the Red Wolves have it, and they do. Another fumble, another turnover. That's the 3rd one of the night by the Flyers, and that just might do it.
Unger forces that one. He's got 2 touchdown catches, and he forces that fumble. That could be the game right there. We got 7:39 left. And they're on the plus side of the 50.
I mean, they have got some size over there on that Cuyahoga Heights sideline, and they have just worn down.
Yes.
That front. Coonley has had no time to do anything. But a costly turnover there. Schaefer keeps this one. And little to no gain, but all they care about is that clock continuing to move.
Get 2. Rafael Gross on the tackle. But again, 2 yards here, 2 yards there. Eat 2 minutes off of the clock before you give them the ball back. You never know what's going to happen.
This is a Cuyahoga Heights team well tested this year. They faced 6 playoff teams this season.
Oh, wow.
They came to this stadium earlier this summer for a scrimmage under head coach Al Martin in his 28th season, looking for playoff win number 36. They are no stranger to this time of the year.
Chamberlain's going to dart forward for 2.
These teams meeting for the 4th time. St. Paul leads it 2-1. Red Wolves now 6.5 away from evening it up in their first meeting since 2004. Third and 6. And Schaefer keeps it and gets very little on the play, and Coach Dowdy going to take a timeout, stop the clock with 6:04. That's the first timeout taken by St. Paul. They got to find a way to, it's one of your best chances here to get the ball back. We'll see if they decide to go for it here at 4th and 4.
It's an interesting decision. Do you punt it, pin them deep?
I think I punt. Up 17.
Or do you go for it, get the first, and then just run the rest of the clock out?
I'd punt and trust my defense with the way that they've been able to just get all sorts of pressure on Coonley. I'm trying to pin back, make them have to get as many yards and take as much time as possible here. So I'd punt this thing away.
I completely agree with you. Completely agree. Punt it away, pin them inside, say the 10, 90-yard drive, and they got to do it 3 times.
It looks like they are coming out in punt formation. Even if this punt, goes into the end zone, it's still a net gain of 22 yards.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm backing them up as much as you can with as little time left. We've seen how quickly momentum can swing in this one tonight, too. If you go for this, don't get it. And that punt will bounce into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. 5:57 to go. Flyers will take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking for a quick strike. Give themselves a fighting chance, and if this does in fact hold, a lot of people, we talked about it a lot, that onside kick. You hate to keep talking about it, but it changed the entire momentum of this game and ultimately the outcome.
Yeah, it changed the complexity completely.
They'll run it here. Pocus gets a couple on the play. Gains 3. So the Flyers have had just 2 first downs here in the second half, one of them via the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Yeah.
Coonley, play action, throws it downfield into coverage, but coming back and making the catch. What a reception there. Connor Lindenberger having himself a ball game tonight.
What a throw, what a catch. Big gain, like what they needed.
It's a gain of 36 on the play. $5:10 to go. Clock continuing to move. Coonley, play action. Takes a shot downfield, looking for Lindenberger again in the double coverage. This one knocked away. Connor a little slow to get up here. You got good sportsmanlike there, though. That was Tamir Julius coming over to help Connor get back up. 5:01 left to go. Don't forget tonight, too, we will have our Friday Pigskin Show for you, postseason edition.
How many teams do we cover are going to still be left in the playoffs?
Play clock down to 6. Coonley, handoff. It's to Freeze. Freeze cuts back across the middle of the field. He's trying to get to the outside, and a potential touchdown-saving tackle right there. That's Michael Pasterkiewicz. There's no way I pronounced his name right. I apologize, Michael.
But look at the clock. 4:35 and counting.
Pasterkiewicz is what I believe
we
is how
agreed
it's
with.
pronounced.
Yep.
Freeze gets it again. And it looks like he's going to have enough for a first down.
But again, if you're St. Paul at this point, there's 4:21 left in the game. You can't allow this clock to keep running if you want to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I think they were just hoping to get that first down there, and now I think we're going to see them take some shots towards the end zone here.
Because you have to score quick. You have to hope you recover an onside kick. Then you've got to score again and hope you recover another one to even give yourself a chance to tie this game.
Yeah, it's looking very improbable, and once again, the pressure, Coonley just doesn't have time to do anything. Van Dyvner getting in there. Timeout, St. Paul. And this is going to look, starting to look like this is going to be a tough way for this season to end here for the Flyers. A season that saw them start 0-3, and then they lose in week 6. It's looking like the postseason might not even really be a possibility. They rattle off some big wins late down the stretch, capped off by just the incredible win at Monroeville last week. They come into this one winning 4 straight. Western Reserve blew them out 28-7 back in September. Many didn't think they would make the playoffs, let alone host a playoff game here. But it's been an impressive season through the injuries, the slow start, the fact that they're hosting here in Week 11 speaks to the success that they did find this year.
Well, and it's what we've come to know from St. Paul. I mean, last year they did the same thing. Start off rough, finish strong. You beat Monroeville in Week 10 again last year to get a share of the conference title. You win 2 playoff games last year. You get to a regional semifinal. This is what I think everybody in this area is used to seeing. Even if we have a slow start, we're going to battle back and we're going to find a way.
2nd and 14 from the 36. Trips out to Coonley's left. He looks that way, and it's underneath, caught to Freeze. And Freeze trying to get upfield. He's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Clock continues to move. It'll be a gain of 13.
Another first down, but again, now you're at 3.5 to go, and you're 24 yards away from pay dirt.
Just the 1 timeout remaining. Coonley taking a shot into the end zone, looking for Freeze, and it's going to be incomplete. This will bring up 4th down and 2.
4th and 2. This play right here is the ball game, Mr. Jardy.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the question I pose, sir.
Yes.
Do you run it to get the first down?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Just to keep the chains moving and keep your offense out there. I would not be shocked to see them try and run this thing here.
But this is one of those situations where if you run it, you have to have another play call already in.
Yeah, or they clock it. They are going to keep it on the ground. It's Stieber, and I don't think he got it.
Does not look like he did. It's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot.
I think he's going to be short. He had to get to the 22.
Yeah.
He did not get there. They're signaling first down. So that should just about do it here. Cuyahoga Heights looks to be moving on, where they will face the number 1 seed, who is already pretty much won. Up 52-0, I think, was the last score update we got. Western Reserve.
Checking. 52-0 final.
Okay. It's a tough part of this time of the year. Only one team ends up winning it all.
A whole bunch make it.
A lot of teams make it, but only one is going to come away completely satisfied. A lot of the St. Paul folks didn't think that they would get another chance to watch their seniors on their home field. They planned kind of the senior night was going to be it. They didn't think they'd be back here hosting, so just another chance to play under the lights in front of your home fans on your home field. I know that's going to mean a lot to some of these guys. That's ultimately what it's about. Going out there, playing with your friends, keeping those memories. This isn't going to end the way that they envisioned.
3rd and 1. 1 first down essentially ends this game. A first down, they can kneel the clock out.
An impressive performance from Cuyahoga Heights tonight. There's no question about it. They looked rattled to start, down 14-0. And then St. Paul, a questionable onside kick decision, recovered, taken all the way back to the 10. And since then, the Red Wolves never looked back.
He's going to have enough for the first down. And that's essentially going to call it a night. And the resiliency, I think, is the word for this Cuyahoga Red Wolves team. 14-0 early. And you come back, you score 34 unanswered. And then, or 24 unanswered, I'm sorry. But again, you outscore them 37-6 after they went up 14-0.
Yeah, it has been a complete 180 from what we saw in those first few minutes. And there's the victory formation. We'll have to do one more of those. I imagine Mr. Schaefer will be getting the unfortunate privilege of talking to me post-game for our MVP interview. As this win will give them number 36 in the playoffs under Coach Al Martin. They'll move to 36-26 in the playoffs. And this will be win number 260 in Al Martin's 28th season. And there it is, the final kneel down. And Cuyahoga Heights, the number 9 seed, winning on the road here against St. Paul, 37-20. We'll have our MVP interview for you. It'll be Zach Schaefer. And our final thoughts coming up for you here on the other side of the break. 37-20, Cuyahoga Heights moving on.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant
now for a Miller Excavating MVP interview of the night, and it goes to Mr. Zach Schaefer, who, as a sophomore, is taller than me over here. You got the height running in the family, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on the win here tonight. You guys continue to play, and you told me as we were walking over here, nothing better than November football. What is it like playing into the postseason?
It's just a blessing. We talked about it during our chapel before the game. It's just a blessing to come out here with all of our teammates. You know, we hit a little slump midway through the season, 3-game losing streak. And since then, we've really bonded as a team and really gotten back into this. Had a big win a couple weeks ago against the #1 seed in our conference. So it's just a blessing to be out here and be able to play November football.
Was that win against the #1 seed in your conference kind of what got you guys kind of going again?
100%, 100%. We had an injury to number 8, obviously one of our best dudes. But we got him back, and we really felt him. And I really feel like we've come together as a group, especially on the offense and defense. It's all around a group, having great practices. But yeah, that Week 9 game really was a great game, just to get in there and get that feeling.
You guys fall down early in this one, 14-0. Didn't seem to be any sort of panic. You guys looked like you settled in after that. What was kind of the mood? Everyone was feeling down early like that.
Just got to come back and get in it. It's a four-quarter football game. Our coaches preach on us about it each and every week. We're a small school football team. We just got to keep hammering it out. Great play by Charles Clammert, number 7, getting on that onside kick. And that's really what got us back into it. That was the belief into it. So just all around, that was the vibe of it, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the talk in the press box, too, amongst everyone, was like that onside kick seemed to really turn this game around.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys advance. Now you're going to take on the #1 seed. How's everyone feeling going into next week?
You know, we got to get back to work. Obviously, tonight wasn't perfect. Maybe the scoreboard says it, but there was a lot of miscues and a lot of inner turmoil type things from everybody. So just got to get back to the drawing board Monday, enjoy this one for 24 hours, but get back on the sticks and grind from there.
He's only a sophomore, folks. These answers are so well rehearsed. Well done. Congratulations. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout outs to our coaching staff, every one of my teammates, just staying in it and believing in each other. That's the biggest thing. We're a really tight group, especially now, and just love my team.
All right, Zach, best of luck the rest of the season. Take care.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Time now for our NOMS post-game show. 37-20, the final here tonight. Cuyahoga Heights gets the win. They will advance to take on the #1 seed, Western Reserve. After trailing 14-0 the first few minutes of this one, outscored St. Paul 37-6 the rest of the way. In a game that just, I don't know if I've ever seen a momentum shift like that so early, just go the rest of the game. But that is what happened here tonight. Zach Schaefer, our MVP interview, just a sophomore, which is very hard to believe, but he had himself a nice game, throwing for 3 touchdowns, picked up close to 50 yards on the ground as well, too, and got these Red Wolves of Cuyahoga Heights moving on to next week. Nothing like November football is what Schaefer told me, and he's looking forward to getting another chance next week. Josh, your thoughts here tonight?
An onside kick changed the entire complexity of a game, and the ability that they had to come out and bounce back after recovering that onside kick and dominate from then on. With that young man at quarterback, this team can pull off an upset next week.
I was saying they could give him a game.
And make a run at a regional, and it would be absolutely not surprising to me at all with the way they composed themselves tonight.
Yeah, there was no doubt. Down 14-0, they got back on track, and they're moving on to the next round. They'll take on Western Reserve out of Berlin Center, the #1 seed, next week. Well, that is going to do it for us here from Contractors Stadium. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in tonight. Merrick on camera, little Josh on stats, Josh, my color guy. I'm Andy Jardy. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Eat all that Halloween candy that you've got left over, and have yourself a nice weekend watching some football. So thanks for tuning in for us here tonight. Thank you so much to our sponsors for letting us bring you this game live and free here on the OH Report. And we'll see you here again in a couple hours for the Friday Night Pigskin Show. So until then, take care, everyone.
We are clear.